Morning class. Today we'll be going over a new unit. It's going to be our badminton unit. With that unit, we're going to go over the rules today, how to score, and then also speak a little bit about court etiquette to make sure we're having fun, but also being friendly on the court when we do play. Before we go ahead and get into our activities, though, we're going to do what we usually do and start with our warm-up. So if I can have all of you please stand, I'm going to have group leader 3 lead us to the field and lead us in our dynamic stretches there on the field, and then our static stretches. And then from there, after the warm-up, I want you to get into groups of 4. And if you have trouble getting into your groups, come see me. I'll place you in a group and we'll head back to the court after our warm-up. So go ahead, stand up. Let's head out to the field before we start any of our activities. Great job with the warm-up today, class. Thank you for getting into your groups of 4 so quickly as well. As I stated, we're going to be going over the rules, scoring, and etiquette of badminton today. So just want to remind you guys to keep the sheets that I'm having passed out to you that have the rules there so you can remember them, because I will be walking around during the activities and asking either any of you to recall the rules or any of the scoring rules that we have set up for badminton as well. So, like I said, the rules that we have set up for badminton for this game is that a point toss will determine who serves first. You must serve diagonally from across the net to your opponent. So you must stay in your service box and your opponent will be in the opposing service box. You'll serve from yours to them across diagonally. You must remain inside your service box when you are serving, so you can't step out of the service box that is there. And then you must serve under arm instead of serving over arm. This isn't the same as tennis of what we learned last month. It's a totally different way of serving. Also, you want to make sure that the shuttle is hit when you're hitting it, like I said, inside the service box. When you do hit it though, you can move around as you start your rally and hit the shuttle from any point in the playing area or outside of the playing area, and that would be okay. Once you do serve, also, you have to announce the score. So if you're the one serving, you'll say, score, mine 3, yours 2. And then you'll go ahead and serve. Also, make sure that you swap service court if you do win a rally, so you'll trade places if you have a partner, because we will be implementing doubles instead of just singles when we play. And then also know that there's a situation called a let. So that's a situation where it requires you to replay if the shuttle does get stuck in the net. Then you just start all over again, have the same person serve, and that would be called a let. So those are some of the rules, and like I said, I have them on the sheet that I passed out to you. And now we'll go over the scoring. So the scoring is a match that consists of, well, you have to play 3 games, and you have to score at least 21 points. The winning side would be the side that wins the rally. They would have that point scored. And then also, just so you know, because it is till 21, when you get to 20, at that point, if both teams have 20 points, the first team to get 2 points, lead of 2 points, wins the game. At 29, that side scoring 30 would win first. So we'll never go past 30 when we are scoring. And then the side winning the game serves first for the next game. Also, if the shuttle hits the net or bounces outside of the boundary line, the opponent gets the point. When the leader score reaches 11, you guys will get a 60-second break, and then 2 minutes between each game is allowed for a break. And then lastly, in the 3rd game, once you're at 11 points, the players can change ends. So I know it's a lot of rules, it's a lot of information, but that's why you have your sheets there with you to kind of refer to as well. And then the last thing we'll go over is etiquette. So you'll make sure that you shake hands with your opponent before you start a game and after your game, so you're showing good sportsmanship. And then you'll want to make sure that you're not serving before your opponent is ready, because obviously we want to make sure that we're all ready to engage in the activity. And it's not fair if your opponent's still tying his shoe or, fixing his racket, whatever he's doing. And then every player, if you are playing recreationally, but we supply the shuttles for you, you would bring a new shuttle since it's custom to go ahead and do that. And then lastly, you don't want to have any noise to distract your opponent. Regardless if you're trying to win, we want to make sure we have good, clean fun. So that's just a few of the rules in scoring and etiquette I want you all to keep in mind as we play today in our activities. So as I have you in these groups of 4, go ahead and line up at each court and we'll get started with our activities, and I'll explain those right now. Okay class, let's get moving into our activities today. Please use the sheets that I had passed out previously to reference as I walk by during your activities. So I'm going to explain the first and second activity. After the first activity is over, I'll blow my whistle and you can move right into the second activity. So the first one, I want you to have you and your partner on opposing sides of the net. You will go ahead and pass the shuttle back and forth over the net. Do it as many times until my whistle blows. You're more than welcome to use the shuttle. If you'd like, you can come around to the net and get a little closer if you feel more comfortable before trying it over the net. Or you can also try doing it on your own as well. So you use the shuttle, just tap it to make sure that you can, and then move and progress forward. We also have the tennis rackets out for you if you feel more comfortable using it, or the pickleball paddle as well. That's up to you if you would prefer to do that. Also, tennis ball and then a pickleball to use instead of the shuttle if you want to practice with those as well. You can use any of these items that we have set out or that I have set out for you for activity 1 and 2. So again, after activity 1, I'll blow my whistle. Activity 2 will be just the 4 of you on the court playing the game of badminton. There's going to be no score kept, but you will go ahead and try to keep the rally going as long as possible. Like I said, I'll be around asking you guys questions about the rules and the etiquette, and I would like for you guys to try to recall that information or use your papers. If you can, try to make sure that you repeat the information to your partners as well to kind of implement the rules while you're all playing. And then lastly, when I blow my whistle, we're going to go ahead and close out. So we'll go ahead and get started. Alright, great job today, class. I really enjoyed watching how much fun you were all having, especially at the end of the activity where I saw actually one team that you guys were playing got pretty good at doing the rally. Held it for, I don't know, it seemed like you guys were on for maybe around 2 to 5 minutes. It was pretty good. So, quick question before I let you out. I just want to know how you felt about today's activities. How you feel about badminton? Are you a little more comfortable? And then you're more than welcome to share actually with the students that are sitting around you. If you have any questions, feel free to come and ask. I'll be here after you're done answering the question that I had asked and posed to you to ask your fellow students. You're free to go, so enjoy the rest of your day.